Well, Duke Johnson's name has come up as the new league year approaches on what the Browns should do with their running back. Of course, Kareem Hunt in the fold, so it may make Duke Johnson expendable. Mary Kay, would you trade Duke Johnson if you were the Browns?
You know, I don't think I would do so right now because they really don't know yet how many games Kareem Hunt is going to be suspended for. Now, I know the Browns are hoping that they find that out very soon so that they can make some decisions. But because his salary is pretty cap friendly, it's only like $2.3 million for this year, including bonuses. I think I would try to find a way to get Duke onto the field as much as possible, whether or not that's in the passing game or the running game, probably more so in the passing game, and I would hang on to him.
Yeah, I mean, to me, you know, what good teams do is they find ways to get players like Duke Johnson on the field. If you're really a championship team, you can find a way to get Duke Johnson on the field and get him the football, even if there's a little inconsistency there. I see no reason to move on from the guy.
I do think the timing is something you got to consider, but we've been hearing stories about you got to get Duke Johnson the ball. They got to use him in creative ways for how many years now, and they don't seem to be able to have a good grasp no matter who's running the offense. I think you do get rid of Duke Johnson. I think Kareem Hunt's availability obviously has a lot to do with that, but I think this is probably Duke Johnson's last year here. I think you get what you can for him.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because obviously John Dorsey signed Duke Johnson to that extension last year, but I just can't get away from this is a guy that has scored touchdowns for you, can do it all. I'd be a little nervous moving on.
I think that the other thing to consider is if they are not going to use him and really get the most out of him, and last year his touches were down almost half from what they were the year before. And this happened even after Freddie Kitchens took over as head coach. After 9 catches against the Chiefs, he only averaged 2.5 catches the rest of the way. If they're not going to use him, if they're not going to value him, and he's just going to be embracing his role as a blocker, then I do think that maybe it would be wise to move on.
So we have this conversation all the time about Duke, like Scott said, how to get him the ball and then what to do with him during the offseason. We'll see if all of that comes to a head here in the next week.